the fuck was that?
Balaclava up in this bitch. In this video, we are going to be taking a more in-depth look at the 2022 fully electric RZ motorcycle. Part 2 to my very first video. Since that video, I've gained a lot more experience with the RZ, and I feel like there's just some more details that I feel like I can mention that'll help you guys when you're out on the road. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for new tips, tricks, tutorials, and more about electric motorcycles. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, and let's ride. So I figure I'd give you guys a little more in-depth look at the top speed on the RZ. If you haven't seen the first video, make sure you go check it out. Leave a like and drop a comment. Shout out to everybody who's been dropping comments on that video. But as you can see here, we take a look. The max speed on mode 1 is around 41 to 42 miles per hour. Mode 1 is probably the best mode to ride in if you're trying to optimize your battery power. You'll be able to, as you can see, still hit good speeds, 40 miles per hour, 42 miles per hour, and you'll be able to save your battery charge for longer periods of the day. So like I said, mode 1, highly recommended. Mode 2, and as I say this, as I'm going through gears, like I said, if you haven't seen the first video, go check it out. But as I'm going through these gears, I'm not doing any shifting at all. It's fully automatic. Like I said, fully electric. As you can see, mode 2, it caps out at around 46 to 45 miles an hour. I rarely ride in mode 2 personally. If I'm riding, it's going to be in mode 3. As you can see here, in gear 3, we can hit upwards of 50 to my personal best was 57 miles an hour. As you can see here in this video, I was dealing with a lot of wind, headwind, so I wasn't able to hit my top speed or my best speeds. But as you can see, I hopped on the highway and I'm still able to ease with 50 miles an hour. The only thing I will say for sure is this. Now, highways. In my first video, I don't think I even ever hopped on the highway when I first made that video. Up to, making the video, I had never taken it on the highway. So I figured I'd do it for this video, give you guys a look. My biggest fear was not being able to manage the speed, but as you can see here, which really surprised me, and when I took this out on the highway this day, this wasn't my first time. I actually did it a couple times just to try it before, and I went out there for this video. But as you can see, the biggest thing that I was going to mention from the last segment, if you're going on inclines or any hills, as you can see, I was in close to 53 miles an hour. I've already dropped down to 46 miles an hour. The RZ is terrible on hills. Be careful if you have an RZ. If you know that you'll be riding in a more hillier, more inclines on your ride, please be prepared, because you will not be able to not even hit your max speed. You're gonna drop speed crazy, and this is why I personally like to ride on main roads or just roads, side roads in general, versus the highway. Now, don't get me wrong, the highway, it's cool. As you can see here, I'm doing a little lane splitting, doing a little this, a little bit of that. No harm, no foul. But the only thing about lane splitting that you for sure have to worry about, make sure you watch out on the road for these assholes, okay? They are going to try to make it so that you're in an ambulance on the way home. For real. So watch out for these assholes. Make sure, you get past them before they get you, for real. As you can see, I saw my dog right here. You gotta show love to your other riders when you out on the road. My dog that I saw at first, I'm pretty sure he was on electric though. He was riding electric, can't front. I ain't hear no noise or see no exhaust on it. But as you can see here, my top speed's already dropped. let's take a look at that battery. So I started my day at 8:30 a.m. I rode over to the park to film the intro that you will not see in this video because I cut it from it. And then I went over to Walmart to pick up a little tripod that I'm actually using today to film this video. As you can see here, when I got to Walmart, saw another rider. Like I said, yo, you gotta show love to your riders when you're on the road, man. Make sure you're showing your love, man. Throw out them deuces. So after I hit Walmart filming, I went to my next destination, and basically what I'm trying to show you guys is how long it lasts. In my first video, I got a lot of questions on how long, you know, of a ride can it last. So I'm like, I'm gonna put it to the test. I left at 8:30 a.m. fully charged, as you can see. Now, in the process of doing this, I will say this: on my ride to Walmart, and I was still filming everything for this video, so I did the highway, I did the side roads, I did all this. So I've already done a lot more riding within the time span that you might typically think. But after leaving my second destination, you can see I'm in gear 3 and I'm barely hitting 30 miles an hour. I was just tucking, trying to beat my personal best of 57, and it just all started going downhill. As you can see, I am struggling here. Now at this point, we had just probably passed around 10 a.m. I think at this point it's about to show. It's probably around 10:15 a.m. and you can see I am giving this thing everything I got. It's not giving anything back at all. Okay, now some of you might say, all right, it's almost 10:30. You've already gotten a good 2 hours of solid riding on it, including the highway and, like I said, all the other extra stuff that I did to record this video. And at this point, I'm just trying to see how long it's gonna go before it completely dies. But when you get to this point in gear 3, I'd say just call it quits or find somewhere to charge up, because it's not going to be a very good situation if you got to walk your bike home.